Steve's New Neighbors, Book 3, The South Meadow Zombie Clan, by Mark Mulle, narrated by David Vandermolen. Disclaimer. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents are either the products of the author's imagination or are used in fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Book 3, The South Meadow Zombie Clan. Day 1. The war is on. The zombies have been wreaking havoc ever since our return from Alex's zombie training camp. First, they sent a swarm of creepers to destroy the fences that surrounded the village. Then they began to plant close-growing rows of trees just a short way from the fences. At first, we did not know why they were doing this. That is, until the trees were fully grown. Now they are able to wait in the shadows even after the sun hangs high in the sky. These are no normal zombies. The South Meadow Zombie Clan was more organized and prepared than anything we had ever encountered before. Many of their soldiers had armor and weapons. They were well organized and attacked in groups that left you surrounded. It seemed as if all our worst nightmares had come true. I had no idea how we were going to defeat this fearsome army. I would have given just about anything for my own pack of trained wolves. Alex had told me that if you train wolves, they will fight alongside of you, defend you from whatever attackers are near, and help you to defeat large groups of monsters. That sounded like something that we needed in the village, but there was no time. We had no idea where to find a pack of wolves, let alone how to train them. No, we would have to fight with the resources that were already available to us. We had already waited long enough by leaving the village to train at Alex's fortress. Now was not the time for another journey. Now is the time to stand and fight. The zombies had already caused enough trouble. The villagers were afraid, and we needed to find a solution soon. A pack of wolves would not help us now. Larry and I had almost finished repairing the damage to our defenses when Alex had shown up with an inventory full of cobblestone. "We need stronger defenses," she had explained. "What are we supposed to do with all of that?" Larry eyed the stone with curiosity. "We are going to build stone fences." Alex raised her arms in the air and stared at us with an excited smile. Stone fences! I was very excited about the idea of a stronger wall. Also, I had to admit that stone would make our village look much fancier. I know that this is not really important, but sometimes it makes me feel better when things look impressive and well built, even if they are not practical. Obviously, stone fences are very practical, very useful. However, one example of what I am trying to explain is my castle. My castle is large, too large. It has more space than I could fill with useful items in my lifetime. But it is home, and I love it. All of the extra space makes me feel strong, like a king or something like that. Anyways, back to the stone fences. That would show those zombies not to mess with our village, I thought. Those creepers would have to work much harder the next time that they decided to blow up our perimeter. The other benefit to stone fences was that they were not easily broken by zombies. I had never seen a zombie breakthrough fence, but I had seen one breakthrough wooden door before, and I was fairly certain that a fence post would be no problem for their brute strength. The idea of a stone fence seemed to me like the equivalent of an iron door. I would feel much safer even if it was just an illusion. Another really interesting thing that Alex set up that day was a series of droppers that released arrow shafts into the air when approached by a zombie or skeleton. I'm still not entirely certain how it works, but something about the system pulls arrows from a chest, places them in the dropper, and shoots them out whenever they are approached from a particular direction. There is one in each corner of the village, and I think that they are an excellent idea. Alex tried to explain to me how they work, but I have to admit I wasn't paying very much attention. Larry
Sample complete. Ready to continue?